y'all, Taylor by Debbie here. This week I'm going to show you how to make these adorable angels. These are so simple to do, and it doesn't take very much product to make them either. Okay, so what we're going to need is one of these cones, and I buy them at Hobby Lobby. It's called a paper mache cone, and the ones I have are about 7 inches high, and they're about 3 inches in diameter at the largest end. So you're going to need one of those. You're going to need one of the, well, probably a little bit more than one of the 9.5 feet nautical rope from the Dollar Tree. And then I bought this bundle of twine at Walmart. So you're going to need some twine. You're going to need a foam ball. Mine are just under 2 inches in diameter. And I believe I bought these at Walmart. Either Walmart or Hobby Lobby, I've seen them. You're going to need a styrofoam ball. Okay, you're going to need some ribbon. I'm using a 2.5 inch ribbon. And you'll just want to use a coordinating color if you're going to use the nautical rope and twine. I decided on a kind of a canvas ribbon with white polka dots, because I'm also going to be adding some lace accents, and you can find lace just about anywhere they sell fabric. Just get whatever kind of lace you like. I wanted one that was flat on the edge and then had little pieces of kind of triangles hanging down to put around her neck. And then I just wanted an accent lace to go around the bottom, and I like this one right here with the flowers on them. I buy these lace like this at Sims Pottery, my wholesale supplier. If you have a sales tax ID number, you can order from them. So that's where I bought mine, but they do have it at Walmart. They sell it at Joann's. Anywhere they sell fabric, they sell lace also. Okay, you're going to need some pipe cleaners that will coordinate with your ribbon. So I picked white to match the white polka dots. I like to use my diagonal cutters, and you're also going to need some scissors. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is take our cone, and we're going to cut probably a 1/2 inch or so off the tip of it. And these are just cardboard cones. Okay, so you're going to cut about 1/2 inch or more. No, this is more like 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch off the top. All right. And then we're going to take our nautical rope, and we are going to, oh, you're also going to need a piece of a wood dowel. And you can get them at Dollar Tree, wherever. All right. I just left the tape on this. And I'm going to take it. Just put some glue on it. And then I'm going to stick it down inside that hole that I just cut. Okay. Just have to work it a little bit. And it's all right if glue seeps over the edge, because what we're going to do next is just take it and start wrapping it. Okay. You want to kind of pull that down, and you'll see right there's kind of still a gap, and that's where I'm going to be sticking my wood dowel when we attach her head. Okay, so you kind of want to leave a little gap like that. That's why you cut down as low as you did, so the opening is a little bit wider than the nautical rope. Now we're just going to take our heating tool here, hot glue tool, whatever you want to call it, and we're just going to put some hot glue here to get us started at the top. Just hold it there a second, and then you can wrap it about 4 times and then put some more glue. You don't have to glue every single time you wrap around, because of the way the cone is shaped. It's going to prevent this rope from becoming unraveled. Okay, you want to lay that on top and try to do your glue to where it's not going to seep through, because we really don't want hot glue coming up between the rope because it'll look messy. Okay, now I do not want this tape to show, and I'm going to use this line as my guide, and that's where I'm going to try to make the back. So I want this to end in the back, so I'm just going to cut. I'm just going to cut straight across here because I don't want this raw edge part to be on the front. I'm just going to put some glue on the top of the rope, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a good piece of glue right there, and I'm putting it on the top of the rope so this does not come unraveled. One of these little silicone spatulas that you can buy at the Dollar Tree is good to kind of hold that down with. See, these little ends will unravel if you don't secure them down with some glue. And we're going to cover that with lace, so it's not really going to show. So we just kind of smear that down and try to hold those open edges of that rope down. Then we're going to open our next pack of rope. Okay. And it always has a little zip tie under there. You just cut that off. And they always had the ends taped, but since I'm not going to be hiding the ends this time, I'm going to cut it off again. And then I'm going to just put some glue here on the end. Y'all, I cut my thumb, so I'm having to wear a Band-Aid, and I've got a little bit of a cold I'm getting over, so I'm sorry if I sound a little croaky today. So we're just going to put a little bit on the end. We can take our little spatula, just kind of pat that on there. As it dries, you can kind of squeeze it. Try to hold those ends together. And then we're just going to continue to glue and wrap the rest of the way around our cone. And down here on this bottom part, I'll usually go ahead and glue it all the way on this last, several times around here at the bottom, just to keep this rope from coming off. Lay it down here on its side and just secure that down inside here. Put some glue right there. You see how I just kind of let that seep back up into that glue? Then we'll take my little paddle and just kind of squish it and swish it down. And then I'll do the same thing over here on this side. Put some glue just to kind of get it to stay. And I'm going to glue the top of the jute as well, and we're just going to let that dry. Okay, while that's drying, we're going to take one of these styrofoam balls, and I need to cut a piece of my wood dowel. We want it to go up inside the styrofoam ball, probably about halfway. So you're just going to stick it in there until you think it's about halfway. Let's see, that's about right. It's about halfway. Okay, I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to squirt some glue down in that hole. Okay, I'm going to take our wood dowel, push it down in there, and then I'll push it just a little bit further. Then we'll take this, kind of even out the glue around the top of it. And then we want to leave a couple inches on this end of the wood dowel. So I'm just going to cut it with my diagonal cutters. And this is going to be the little angel's head. All right, to start the top of the head, we want to go ahead and make our halo. And for the halo, what I used is the wired jute, and I bought this at the Dollar Tree. If you can't find it at Dollar Tree, they do sell wired jute on Amazon and places like that. If you're not able to find wired jute, you could just take some, you know, thicker wire, floral wire, and just wrap some jute around it and make it yourself. But it's so much easier, guys, if you can find it already wired. Now it will, once you cut it, it's going to come unraveled, which is okay. I'm going to put on some finger protectors, or a finger protector, and I'm going to try to, I got a Band-Aid here too, so that's kind of a finger protector. We're going to wrap it, just wrap it back around there. Put some more glue on that. And we're just going to take it and wrap it back around that wire like so. Then we're going to take this wire jute. We need a little stem, probably 1.5 inches or so. And then we're going to take and bend it this way, and we're going to make our little halo. I'm just going to make a little loop, and then you're going to come back over here, and you're just going to twist the other piece around and around the bottom. And you can make it as big or small as you want. I like to make it, you know, maybe about the size where, you know, if you were going to put it on there for a hat, it would sit on top of the head, not slide all the way over our styrofoam ball. I just kind of eyeball it. Okay, then we're going to bend that down, and that's how I made my little halo. Then we're going to take our wire cutters, and we're just going to cut that off and put that to the side. Okay, I think I've got that a little bit too long. I think we only need about 1 inch. About 1 inch, I think, will be plenty. So let me cut that off. All right. Now on the top, you're going to take your wood dowel that you had cut off, and you're just going to stick it down inside the styrofoam on the top. And I kind of just did it in the center. And you're just going to go down a little bit. I mean, not much at all. Maybe a 1/2 inch, a little less than 1/2 inch. Right out of a 1/2 inch or so. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you're going to squirt some glue down in that hole. And then you're going to take this top part of the halo and stick it down in there. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you want that sticking up a little bit, because what we're going to do once we wrap it with jute is we're going to take our halo and push it back. See how on this one I just took that and pushed it back and made it flat, and that's going to make it kind of be over her head. But right now it's sticking straight up. We're going to do that after we wrap this with our other jute. Now this jute I bought at Walmart, and we're just going to start wrapping. We're going to put some glue. I'm going to start right here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do to kind of get this out of the way. I'm just going to bend that halo up so it'll be out of my way. And there's a little bit of space still right there where I stuck that down in. I'm going to put some more hot glue right there and stick the beginning of my twine right down in there. Like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to start wrapping. All right, I'm going to take that wood dowel, stick it down in there. Just kind of stick it down in there. And then you're just going to start wrapping. And we're going to cover up that hole so it's not even going to matter. Just put glue, and I put glue every time I wrap for this, okay? And you're going to pick it up and lay it down on top of the glue so the glue doesn't seep through. So we're just going to put some glue around most of the area, each layer that we wrap. And take it above and drop it down on top of the glue. And that way the glue won't seep through. Of course, don't use a ton of glue either, because then it'll be gloppy. Just a thin bead of glue. So I'm going to continue to wrap this and glue it. I'm going to speed up the video and I'll be right back. Okay, we're at the end and I'm just cutting off the jute, and I'm going to take my little wood dowel here and just push that down. So now we have covered our entire angel head, and we're going to take that stem and push it back so that when we pull our halo over our angel, it's sitting back a little bit, and then it comes over and hangs above her little head. Let me see which way. Yeah, this way. It'll be the front. Okay, so there's our little angel head with her halo. Now, this is dry here, so we're going to take and push a wood dowel down into that hole right there to kind of dry fit where we're going to stick this angel head, and then we're going to dry fit her and figure out which way we want her head to be. So you can make your halo bigger or smaller just by twisting those two wires and then just shape it in the shape of a circle, and then fold it, leaving this part down, fold that part over. And that's how it gets that look of the halo hanging kind of over her head. All right, now I want the tallest part. You see how, I don't know if you can tell on camera, it's kind of angled and it's a little bit higher here than it is in the back. That's where I want the front to be. So I'm going to put that down like so. And then we're going to put some glue on the wood dowel. Then we're just going to stick her head on, and you just want to push it down, put a little halo in the front, this is so cute, y'all. Okay, how stinking cute. Next, I'm going to take that lace, and then I'm going to put some glue around the top. Find the front and center, and then I'm going to put the lace on the front first and then wrap it around to the back and just overlap that top part a little bit like so in the back, and that's all there is to that. Next, we're going to add the lace around the bottom, and these are flowers, and I know they're big, but I just like the look of them. And if you don't like the way these look, you don't even have to add anything to the bottom. But I just wanted to give this one a little bit more pizzazz, so I just wrap it around to measure. And then I'm going to cut that off like so. And again, okay, there's 5 flowers, so I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to put my glue in the center on this lace because it kind of has a plastic backing on these little flowers. You want to glue where you have the most surface. If you didn't have that, you'd want to glue where there's wider stitching. Okay, now I'm going to come to the front of my angel, and since there's 5 flowers, I'm going to put one right in the center on the front. At the bottom. And then I'm going to just go on either side and glue the next one on either side. And it looks like one continuous piece of lace going around. And I just love that added touch of that lace on this angel. All right, the last, well, not the last, but the second to last thing we're going to do is make her wings. And what I used was this ribbon, and it's 2.5 inches. It's kind of a canvas ribbon. I did buy this at Sims Pottery, my wholesale supplier that I buy things from. But they have lots of different ribbons available anywhere you buy craft supplies. So you can buy, you know, whatever colors of ribbon that you like for your home decor. And then you'll want some pipe cleaners, which you can also buy at any craft store. I bought these at Sims Pottery. But they have these at Walmart and Hobby Lobby. The same exact ones. They're kind of soft feeling. I like the ones that are soft, like a chenille stem instead of the metallic ones or something like that. All right, what we're going to do is fold it in half, find the center, then you're going to come to the other end and probably about 1/2 inch, you're going to cross over. It looks like a fish, doesn't it, y'all? A Christian fish symbol. But what we're going to do is we're going to take those ends and wrap them around on either side. And you're going to take this one and wrap it around going this way. That just secures your pipe cleaner together, or your chenille stem together. And then we're going to hold the part where you just twisted, and you want to take your finger and your thumb and just kind of make a loop like so. And then all you're going to do is you're going to shape it to look like half of a butterfly. And that's what your wing shape is going to be like. Just like that. And then we're going to glue this down on top of the ribbon. So we're going to hold where we put, or we twisted it in the center. And then we're going to glue. You want to make sure you get glue on all parts of this pipe cleaner except where you're holding it. Just a thin string of glue. And then you're going to kind of see where the polka dots are, whatever pattern you have, and lay it down there how you want the polka dots to look. Pat it down. Okay, then you're going to take your hot glue tool and go right up underneath that edge in that area where it's twisted, where you were holding it, and just kind of tap that down. We want all of it to be glued down, and you can cut it just above, right there where it's, you know, you don't need to, I got a little glue. If you get a little glue on the ribbon, you can try to scrape it off with your fingernail. And then all you're going to do is hold it kind of at an angle and cut right at the very edge of the ribbon. And this is what's going to make your wings, your angel wings. See how easy, guys? And the pipe cleaner has the wire in it, so it's going to hold the wing in its shape. So you just want to make sure you shape your pipe cleaner however you want your wing to look. Right now, to make them kind of match, and they may not match 100%, but to make them kind of match, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and do our twisty part. Hot glue everywhere. It's all over my Band-Aid. Oh well. Okay, twist, twist, twist. All right, you want to hold on to that part you just twisted. Take your finger and your thumb, kind of have this be in the middle. And then you want to lay it down over here on this one you just made and try to shape it the same way. Y'all, I am so sorry about my voice. I have partial laryngitis, I think. And then you're going to turn it over like that. I'll move this one out of the way. cut our piece of ribbon. We want it glued this way. You can even bring your other one over there to make sure you've turned it the right way. And, you know, they may not be exactly the same, y'all. I'm not trying to match them perfectly, but I think they're going to be close enough. Okay, so since we want it to lay that way, you got to turn it over, put your glue on. Put a thin bead of glue all the way around, except where you're holding. Then kind of figure out where you want the polka dots to show through, or whatever pattern you have. And then tap it down. And that's all there is to it. Stick up under there a little bit of glue where you were holding it, where there is no glue, because you want it glued all the way around. Turn it kind of at an angle and trim it right up against that pipe cleaner so the fabric doesn't show that much from the front, okay? The part where you're cutting it. You don't really want the fabric to overhang the pipe cleaner. Okay, cut that just a little bit more. All right, guys, and here are our two angel wings. So we're going to turn her upside down. We want the halo going in the front. And then we want to glue these on her back. And I like to have them, you know, going up her head some. I don't want them just way down here. I kind of want them up here. So you're just going to put some glue right on top here. Like so. And you're going to find the center on the back and determine how high up you want this one to go. And then tap it down. And see how that wing is going to hold its shape because you have that pipe cleaner in it. And then we're going to do the other one right here. Tap it down. And y'all, she's so pretty. One finishing touch I thought would be nice for these. I like to take that jute rope that we have left over, and what I did was I unraveled some of it, and I had about 12 inches left. I just unraveled it. And then I took 4 pieces of that unraveled rope. And that's that jute rope, the 9.5 foot one. Since we had 2 pieces, we had some left over. I just cut a 12 inch piece and then unraveled it. And then I'm taking 4 pieces of it and I'm going to tie it in a little bow to put it right up under her chin. And to tie a bow, I just make sure I get the ends as even as I can. Like so. Okay, then I'm going to hold this one, fold it, make a little loop, kind of like you're tying your shoes. You're going to do a bow just like you're tying your shoes, but make sure you don't pull these little ends through. Just kind of start your little bow like you're tying your shoes. Hold your ends. Just keep an eye on them so you don't pull them all the way through. And then I just keep pulling your ends and your loop until you get that knot tight. And it just makes a nice little rustic looking jute bow. Because you unraveled it, they're a little bit curly. I just like the way these look, y'all. And we're just gonna get it until the knot is good and tight. Just pull those little loops till you get them the length that you want them. And I'm going to kind of cut all the ends straight across, make them even, but they're gonna kind of spread out a little bit, and that's fine. Then I'm just gonna turn it over, and we're gonna glue it right here on the center under her chin. And she is done. Now you can add more embellishments if you wanted to, but I just like the simplicity of this. I like the jute and the white together, the lace and the polka dots. It's just, to me, it's just whimsical and pretty. And I hope y'all will give this a try. If you do, please tag me in a photo and post it. And y'all, we got a little bit of ribbon over here. Tag me in a photo, and please post it so I can see how yours turn out. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about this craft. And tell me what types of crafts you'd like to see me show you how to make next. Make sure you're subscribing to my channel and click that bell so you'll always be notified when I upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, y'all, and I'll see you next week, Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be uploading another video. See you then. Bye, y'all.